Good day everyone, my name is Arfan Wildan Fadilah and I'm from Yogyakarta, Sleman, Cangkringan, and I'm a student of the law study program at Universitas Legi Yogyakarta, and I want to talk about why English is important for law students. Today, many laws and legal documents are written in English. If we want to read international law, join global courts, or work with foreign clients, we must understand English well. So, learning English now will help us a lot in the future. My dream is to become a judge. I want to be a judge because I believe in fairness and justice. I think English will help me read more legal case from other countries and make better discussions. Now I will talk about the news I chose. The news is about a big corruption case in Indonesia. It called the Tin Corruption Case, or in Indonesian, kasus korupsi Tata Niaga Timah at PT Timah Tbk from 2015 to 2022. I got this news from Kompas TV and Antara News, which are is trust Indonesian news source. I chose this news because it is the one of the biggest corruption in Indonesian history. The country lost around 300 trillion because of this case. I think it's very important to for law student to know and understand this case. Now let me explain this case using 5V and 1H. Who in the first is who was involved. The main person is the case is Jeffrey Moise. He is a businessman and I was representative of a company called PT Refine Bangkatin or PT RBT. He is also well known as the husband of actress Sandra Dewi. In total, 22 people where his name is suspect in this case. They include company director, company owners, and government official. And number two, and second is what happened. Harvey Moise and the other suspect did corruption and money laundering. They made secret and illegal agreements with private tin companies. These companies use a PT Timah mining areas without permission. The money from this illegal activity was then used for personal benefit. And three, when did it happen? The corruption happened between 2015 and 2022 in March 2024. Harvey Moise was officially named a suspect in December 2024. And the court gave him a sentence of 6 years in prison, but many people thought it was too late. In February 2025, the High Court made the sentence much heavier. 20 years in prison. Finally, in June 2025, the Supreme Court rejected his appeal. So the 20-year sentence become final. Then, where did it happen? The illegal mining happened in Bangka Belitung province. This area is famous because it's a large tin deposit. The court hearing were held at the Corruption Crime Court Tipikor in Jakarta. Why did it happen? This case happened because the supervision of mining was too weak. Some people used that weakness to make money illegally. They were greedy and abused their power. And how did it happen? Harvey Moise contact the director of PT Timah in 2018 and 2019. He made secret agreement so that private companies could use a PT Timah mining areas. These companies then process the tin without following the rules. The money they made was shared among the people involved. And now I will analyze this case from the legal point of view. And one, what type of law is involved. This case involves criminal law, especially corruption law and anti-money laundering law. It also involves environmental law because the illegal mining caused the serious damage to nature in Bangka Belitung. The environmental damage alone was estimated uh, uh, 271 trillion. And two, what is the main problem? The main problem is that company official and government link people work together illegally. They changed how to tin was trade to they could get more money for themselves. Because of this, country lost a very large amount of money, around 300 trillion. And three, what law or rule is related to this case? There are several laws related to this case in law number 31 of the one oh yeah and 1999 about fighting corruption, update by law number 20 of 2001, law number 8 and 2010 about stopping money laundering, law number 3 of 2020 about mineral and coal mining, and law number 19 of 2003 about state-owned companies. And 4, do you agree or disagree with the discussion? I agree with the final discussion in 20 years in prison for Harvey Moise. The first sentence is only 6 years was to like for someone who caused 300 trillion in losses. The High Court was right to make the sentence heavier, but I also think that punishment is not enough. The government must also repair the environmental damage in Bangka Belitung and recover the state losses. Through justice, meaning make things right, not just putting people in prison. And 5, what lesson can we learn? I think there are important lessons from this case. And first, companies must be honest and follow the rules, especially when they work with natural resources that belong to Indonesian people. And second, the government must supervise the mining sector more carefully so this kind of corruption cannot happen again. And third, this case shows us no one is above the law. Even rich and famous people will face justice if they break the law. For us as a federal law professionalist, they made case a reminder that we must always be honest, fair, and brave in upholding the law. So that is the end of my presentation. I hope this case can teach us about that corruption is very dangerous, not only for the economy but also for nature and society. Thank you very much for listening. Say goodbye. Thank you.